Man, y'all know what it is. I'm back, man. I got a legendary guest right here. I don't even really have to say his name, but out of all due respect, I got to, man. This here is gonna be a goodie. And I want to thank everybody that's been showing us love, man, and helping us push this podcast. All the people that came through and showed love. Like my friend, this right here is a good friend of mine. When we met, it was like no turning back. This is the boy, the one and only DeHaven, man. What up, boy?
What's good, man?
Man. Finally got you here, man. You're a busy man.
Nah, we both been busy, yo.
Nah, that's a fact.
We both been busy, man.
That's a fact.
And it's a pleasure to be here, man. And this shit has been like a long time waiting.
Yes, it has, man. It has, man. And I really want to say, I'm proud of you because I watched you when you first really came home, when we first met. And first thing you were saying, man, I'm trying to do the positive moves and the positive movement. And also want to say we ain't gonna get into what you've been doing because it's already known what you've been doing. You done been killing the chart of the internet here and there and all that. So this interview, I want the world to know what's going on from now, because like I said, proud of you, and now you created a lane, and you've been telling me a few things, but let the world know, let my audience know, man.
Man, first of all, yeah, I'm the real DeHaven.
That's a fact.
Marcy made Tubi. Check that out, man. You gotta check out my documentary so you'll understand what he talking about. Right. How I got on the scene and the lane I created for myself and everything else, and how hard it was, a journey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And I'll say this too, I'm proud of you too as well.
Thank you, bro.
You know, being on how we met, where we met from, this street stuff, and where we at now.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
that's dope. We can see what we was here meant to be doing.
Yes.
Our purpose. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know that's how my story like starts.
Mm-hmm.
And this is always like a disclaimer to me when I say this. When I say the stuff I talk about, you know what I'm saying, is not to glorify,
right, and
it's not to hate no one.
Right.
I'm at a good time. I'm at a good place in my life. I love my life. I'm a good, working hard. Everything is legit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know my purpose.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Now looking back on my story when I was so angry about those things.
Yeah.
And now seeing now where I'm at now and where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I no longer feel no anger towards that. So I just speak my story. You know what I mean? Like
God is good, man.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like you told me when we were sitting down eating, you know, politicking, you said you think that really was supposed to happen the way it happened in order for you to get right here where you at, man.
Get it? Exactly, bro.
It's strange and it's tough, man.
Yes.
And you look at it back then when you was thinking how you was thinking, like, man, if God got a plan for me, I ain't really feeling this plan.
Right.
But now when you get here, you like, I'm kind of feeling God plan.
Yes, yo. And it took me, and it took me to a dark place to find that out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Hate. For a while, I had hate in my heart for people that done me wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's a difference. And you know, I don't mess with them or I don't like them. But hate takes you somewhere different.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When I say like, yo, you know, your life is in turmoil and all you could do is blame someone. Blame these people for your life, for the choices you made and where you at now. You can't figure out why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you already know, and I'm going to tell you, God is not going to bless you with any of that in you. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that shit took me to a dark place, I had to come all the way back, you know what I'm saying, to realize, you mean to tell me if I forgive these guys, things would be better for me? It'll blossom?
Right.
Like all this stuff that I want to do what really happened? I want to tell the world my story and I want to do films and shit? You mean to tell me if I forgive these guys, you're going to do this for me?
Right.
And that's what it did, bro.
Right.
Yo, that's what it did.
Big.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's deep is, not to cut you off, is I'm watching your documentary on Tubi, and what was heartfelt to me is your mom sit there and she was looking like, you know, I'm looking like, man, that's my mother, man. I could tell your mother's the type of woman that'll embrace anybody if you say that this is my friend, this is my homegirl, this is somebody I love, right? And so what she mostly said is pertaining to what you just said now. She said, I just wish that my son could just, you know, get the hate out of his heart and get over it, don't be angry no more.
Yeah, and then guess what? You know, we men, you know what I'm saying? So we that's our earth.
Facts.
So the fact of the matter, like, I feel like, yo, this man played on I could deal with it, you know what I'm saying? But to see my mama, you know what I'm saying, like, damn, she should, you know, I'm more hurt that my mama took time out to do this, to raise another child that do this, that end up like this. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's almost like, you doing this for your moms. Like, nah, nigga try to play my moms all the time. And then you got people on the outside that would look at it and be like, man, go ahead and forget that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Keep life moving and this and that and the third. Until you start like, nah, bro. That was, I used to wake my mom up 3 in the morning, like, yo, this nigga gotta go to the hospital, this nigga sick, or this nigga got locked up. Right. And she get on the train or get on there, get out to the out of town and come get him stuff that his own mom won't know. You get what I'm saying? So when I think about that in my head, it's hard, you know what I'm saying, to forgive. But it's hard. Yeah, so my mom taught me all that, and I came from that, man. That was just a bad place. And like I said, I love where I'm at now. Now you smile. You know, looking at it, I even did one joint say, yo, they saved my life. Right. That's big. In real reality, they probably saved my life.
Nah, that's a fact.
Because that person who I was then, if they would have said, yo, bro, here, you know what I'm saying, whatever you need, or I'd have got the connect, I wouldn't be here. I know I wouldn't.
I would have been somewhere.
I was too reckless.
Yeah, you was ready. They gave you that bread. Before I switch over, I'm gonna go back over here real quick.
Right. Yo, it's too many things about me back then that's smart. You know what I'm saying? They probably wouldn't. I would have messed it up for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Based on who I probably was.
Nah, that's real to even say that.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro.
So you gotta look at every perspective, because for years, man, that whole talk just had me saying, why me? Why would they do this to me? Why would they do this to me? And then you like, and once you forget it, you know, once I prayed about, yo, God, you know, get this off me. Because it was hard to shake. You know, when I say hard to shake, you can't take a shit without hearing this nigga name. You get what I'm saying? So people like, how you deal with it, man? You hear him every day, this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yo, man, you know, God, get this up off me, man. You know, how could you know what I'm saying? And next you know, that little dude. You know what I'm saying? Here come God, give me, your girl pregnant. A baby. Wow. Yo, God, come on. This is what it's going to be. I have no choice but to focus.
He's molding you now.
There's nothing else that matter now outside of that. You said get rid of that off your back. Here you go. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And he turned my life. I turned my life around, this and that and the third. So I tell people too, you know, be careful. When you ask God for something, like, be careful. Detail it, bro. Yeah. Detail it. Like, because he give you what you asked for, but I'm telling you, his way. You know what I'm saying?
So shoot. You wouldn't expect it to be what it is right now when he gave that special son to you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Right. But he gave you that son for you to focus, because he know that by heart you a person that love. Right. Yeah, you look like this tough, loud, tough dude, but at heart you're a giant. So he knew what to do to break you and start the cycle to put you in this process of where you're going at right now.
And I don't mean to turn you into a spiritual show, but I'm just say this and just that.
Nah, it is what everything. It is. I'm with you.
Everything I prayed for and everything I asked for, I got. I got.
And my audience need to hear this right now.
I got. From the time them niggas left me in my prison cell. You understand? And I said, God, I swear, you get me, if I get out of this one, I swear I won't worry, but please, you know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I wasn't going to God. I was going to them niggas. Yo, get me out of here, man. Right. Get me out of here. Oh, y'all niggas ducking me? Get me out of here. Y'all got the power and authority to get me out of here. See, I'm looking at them like they God. See, that's why I was confused. Right. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I'm depending on them like they God. But when time was running out and the judge, and I was like, man, this niggas ain't coming, bro. Yeah. And I got on my knees. Well, God. That bitch gave me a bail. You got a federal bail. You home, man. I'm home. You know, ever since then, man, everything, man, it's just been circled around him first, man. Right. So that made me a believer. So I'm just telling everybody, you know what I'm saying, keep him first. When they say keep him first, bro, keep him first. And that's my morals, you know. It's God, family, and we gonna get this money. I'm with you. I'm with you. That's just my morals with it.
And you know, so I'm watching your documentary, and I do want to say, throughout all your trials and tribulations with all the different interviews you did, I want to say it's an honor for me to have you here on Minds, being that you are the new real DeHaven. Yeah. This is they saved the best for last podcast. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like now we can talk about this new stuff that DeHaven got going on, and that's what's very important to me. I know as well as you, because I want to see this thing blossom for you, and I know we're gonna do some work together. So if it's blossoming for you, that good energy gonna leak over to me.
All right, you already know.
We were saying, you know, well, watching your documentary, I noticed that, man, we was on the same blocks, the same areas. You from Brooklyn and all that, but you was on my blocks.
Yeah, when you told me that.
Yo, I'm looking, and I'm just in New York with me and my producer, Jax. We up there filming B-roll for my documentary.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, and I'm telling them the stories of how the guys used to, you know, I had a spot up there. It was 24 hours selling $2 bottle of crack back then. And in that area, you know, that's you know, it's that's Spanish Harlem. So everybody from anywhere come there to get their work and all that. So I was letting them know about how the guys that lived in that area were stick-up dudes. They would ride around. Some of them would be on the roofs with binoculars, and some of them riding the hoopties. They got walkie-talkies. Yo, it's a car with jersey tags. Yo, it's coming around. It just parked so-and-so.
It was a setup all along up there.
The whole time. So now I'm looking at your documentary Marcy made. I'm like, yo, hold up. And this nigga got robbed and shot over there? I'm like, wow, I gotta hit them.
Hold on, I ain't get robbed though. They didn't get the
work.
No,
they didn't get the work. That's a fact. That's I forgot.
They didn't get the work.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, they didn't get the work.
Yeah, you went all out fighting, and he got one hit off you, and then he took off and all that. So I'm like, I probably know who.
Yo, whoever it was, they damn sure thought they had a gold mine, because mind you, Jay had on all this. That was the distraction. Like, yo, it was so out of order. It was so off balance.
I used to play hooky in that block, everything.
Yeah, you know, it was a bad decision. You know, when you do things that you ain't in the pattern of doing and stuff. And I went uptown. Me and him went uptown, man, and it was just a dark moment.
And I'm saying that to say, we've been cross paths back then. We had to, and it's like, since I've known you, we got so much like in common in certain things, like wow. So now I post something on Instagram, and I talk about Salisbury, Maryland. And I wasn't going to Salisbury, Maryland. I was going through Salisbury, Maryland. I call myself being slick because my cousins them from Newport News, and they used to come up and holler, and I used to get them right and send them back down to Newport News. So I got locked up upstate New York, Kingston, New York. And them police was on me bad, so I had to stop and find out another route. So I'm going down there, right? So he's like, yo, don't go down 95. Take route
That's what I was going to ask you. Who told you that was your first time on that route?
It was my second time.
Oh, so.
But it was my second time.
It didn't scare you the first time?
No, I never got pulled over. I'm thinking this route is smooth. Matter of fact, I probably done went up down 3 times, but my cousin them used to come up all the time and take that route.
Yeah.
So I guess I got caught up when they actually put that sting together before you get to cross over the state line into Virginia. Into Virginia.
Okay, yeah.
They pull you, if you black or Spanish, they was pulling in and they moving. And that's when I got caught. So for you to tell me that you was already in that town with a beauty salon running and regulate things, that bugged me out.
Yeah, I was already there, man, and it's crazy. And you know, I was Salisbury wasn't my first stop. Right. I was on the shore, but I was on Cambridge on the other side and stuff.
Right.
Salisbury ain't come till later. Salisbury made me feel more comfortable like a city. You know what I'm saying? Opposed from Cambridge, Eastern, and Hurlock, and all the rest of the towns. I was in all those little towns back then.
And they robbed me legally there.
Sheila
Brooks. I'm coming for you, Sheila Brooks.
And actually, to tell you,
took my money.
They didn't even have jails when I first got there. Like Cambridge had trailers and shit.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't even have like steel bars.
So I was in the new jail. It was brand new little Comico County.
Yeah, that was more like the city. So they had a little bit more state of the art though.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's a rough, you know, better there than the Somerset, like 2 more miles up.
And what's crazy is I done told my story on Queens Flip about, you know, me being locked up and getting railroaded down there, and I was facing 60 years, you know what I'm saying? And they really was literally giving people 20 years for a small crack rock in that town, bro.
It was because you was from out of town.
They was slaying the ones in the town coming in there. Coming back for 20 years. Yeah, I'm like, they slaying them here. They gonna murder us.
And that's what separated the shore from from Baltimore guys, from Baltimore City guys.
Right.
Because most of the time, you know, when you're in Baltimore City, like, and they tell you, like, so where you at? I'm over here in the shore. They'd be like, the shore? Oh, nah, they gonna chop your head off over there.
They sent me to Castle Grayskull to do the 23-hour lockdown to get processed to figure out where I was gonna go.
Right, DOC?
Yeah, they crossed from that Castle Grayskull thing or whatever, and they sent me to Jessup. But that's crazy, man. So, quick question, man. So, what's next for DeHaven, man?
What's next is, yo, man, to show you Marcy, to show you my life on film, on screen. Like, I'm sitting here, you know, how Snowfall and BMF and all that, and even down to Paid in Full, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are, why not? Why not see the most successful album, which I think about, which is Reasonable Doubt. Right? Which I think that's my life. I'm putting that on the screen.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. It's only right.
I'm putting that on the screen.
You're telling a true story.
Yeah. So that's been my goal, and that's been it, and just advocating for the kids, telling them about my story, and how can I mix in my story with, you could tap them though. All right. Yo, how can I mix in my story and with these youth growing up and try to tell them that, you know, not to glorify. That's my goal. For my little man to not even have to have those kind of choices.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? So I go into schools. I'm on my way to getting into prisons. I do any kind of speaking engagements. I don't care if it's on a corner. You know what I'm saying? If a single mother parent having one with a child want me to talk to, it don't matter. I just figure out how my story can reflect. If me mentioning, me and Jay catch your attention, and then I can get tell you the rest of the story of what the streets are do to your friendships, to your families, to all of that. That it was set up against us, that we was all really set up and tricked. You know what I'm saying? And that just stay positive.
It's set up for us to lose, man. Like,
exactly. You get what I'm saying?
And it's crazy, man. But we got to try to beat that stigma. Like, we can't be going against each other and doing, and, you know, pulling each other back down from where we could have just keep each other standing at the same thing, tall together. You know what I'm saying? So I try to preach that a lot too, man. And
it's a fight out there, man. Even down to the music, man. The music to their soul. The music is to your soul, to their soul, and the music that they putting out, it's just like it's not going to get better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because these youth,
music.
these music, it's a fine line between entertainment and real life. You know what I'm saying? And these younger people, they don't have no God in them. They acting on that.
Yeah.
They really want to live it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that's putting it out there in the airways, they living in luxury homes. They kids going to private schools. They not dealing with what you dealing with. That's feeding us.
Right.
So it's a whole system, man, to fight against, man. I mean, I ain't think hip hop would go to here.
Yeah, and what's crazy about it is, they say rappers that used to talk about shooting and selling drugs and all that, it was like kind of talk, because once they start rapping, they really ain't doing that.
Exactly.
Now the real rapper, these young boys, they getting big, they blow themselves up, get a lot of money, and they really live it. They wake up every day who they going to kill, or making sure they don't get killed. That's crazy to me.
They used to say, yo, I rap to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? To get out this.
Facts.
Now they rap to go to the prison. Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
You know how does that work? You be successful to go to jail, to continue. I don't, you know, but
and speaking on that, not to cut you off. So we was having a debate about the Troy Ave and the tax stone situation. Are you familiar with that? You've been hearing that, following that a little bit.
I'm following here, but I ain't really from day one. You know,
me either, until really like now the trial really starting, and it's like. It's really a sad situation, because it's basically what you just said. You blow yourself up to send yourself to a prison? I'm confused. Now, what I'm hearing, the tax stone dude was trolling Troy Ave you know, because he had his podcast and he was real good at it. He kind of started Nori and then with Drink Champs and all that. And so as he's trolling and talking junk about a dude that, and Troy Ave, you know, he's known for talking about getting money and, you know, probably bust his guns here and there, whatever, if need be, whatever. I don't know. I really don't know his songs like that. And I'm only using this as an example, not to tear either one of the brothers down, because it's really a sad situation. Like, for real, I feel like somebody passed away the way when I listen to their story and I listen to the actual moral of it all. So as he trolling him, he's mad at him for trolling him. So he know he want to go out to a party that T.I. and them was going to. So if you know you got beef, all right, real thugs gonna take their guns, but you're not in that world no more. Once you become a popular anything, and you know you got a problem or something, don't go. Or he took his gun with him.
But you got to keep the image up, though.
And now, and that's the crazy part.
The crazy part is you still got to keep the image up.
That's the crazy part.
It's people that's in there that's really keeping the image up and not getting no money. You get what I'm saying?
And that's getting ready to be them.
And that's getting ready to be them.
Troy Abner took the stand or whatever, and about him, you know, the dude shot him in his legs. He got up to fight back and grab the gun after his boy was shot. And so I always tell people, if I got a beef, me and my dudes, when we used to have beefs right here in Durham, we'll see the enemy in the club, and they be like, yo, we going to get him. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. I say, yo, we go jump on homie and them right now, and they go outside and get shot by somebody else. Who they gonna say did it? They gonna say we did it, and we ain't even do nothing. We just wanted to whoop them out in there. Yeah. Now you done did it in front of everybody. So Troy Ave was wrong for stepping to that situation, not knowing, you know, that it was gonna have, have a gun or whatever. But it's people in there. So if y'all already came in to mess the party up, that's another thing. Come to mess the party up. Know it's cameras everywhere. Wait till you could have got him outside somewhere. He wrong for starting trouble with the man and knowing you got to bring a gun there. I'm sure there's other people he was trolling too, so he got to have a gun on him. This podcast right here, like I told you, this is for positive stuff. So I'm not going to sit on here and troll nobody. Now, if I do and troll and start drama, I'm not going to no clubs.
This is what I'm saying, though. The whole internet is like that now, though.
That's crazy.
What I'm saying is these niggas not coming outside.
Right.
I'm watching these. I be in these streets. I'm a working father, this, that, but I still be in these streets. I still see you because it's work. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a street guy though. I ain't gonna lie. It's something that's in my DNA. Like I said, I talk to a bunch of teens on the corner, and I would enjoy that better than the school system because they're already in the school. But these guys today on the internet, they like, yo, bro, you told the nigga suck my what?
Yeah.
You're not going back outside. Yeah, right? That's what you're saying, right? Nah. You know what I mean? You're not going back outside. But they go back and forth, and these are dudes that's from our era.
Not
and I'm
where
saying
we
to myself, and I'm like, yo, dude, this just don't work for me at all. So I try to stay humble and stay positive and stay out of that way because the way they reckless on the internet. And when you turn on the internet, it's like expose, this one exposed, this one exposed, this one exposed. And I sit back and I be like, I started this shit.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? I started it. My boy invented it because he pushed me to do that.
Right.
The YouTube itself, when it exposed that went viral before anybody can think about viral. Right? That's my man right here. That was who was with me at the time we was running together.
Right.
So I say, damn, when we did it, them dudes, how much was it on the internet we was? Oh, men niggas don't do this. Real men don't do that. Oh, use this clown nigga. And a Brooklyn nigga don't do this.
Yeah.
We fast forwarding in like 15 years right now. This is all y'all know how to do.
Everybody's doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I passed this. But I just say, yo, that internet, man, is a gift and a curse.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I done it. You know what I'm saying? People doing it for money now. You know what I'm saying? Like
for numbers and all that. Facts.
Like me and my boy, we sit and discuss if we was thinking business wise, but not on an extreme business size because we were supposed to get real. We supposed to be in the millions right now. If the dude who put it up there got the money and ran. You know, we were so naive to think about that That we was just worried about, once they see that, we're going to get a DVD and we're going to be live. But we ain't thinking about the digital money this nigga just took from us.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I'm talking about we did 6-7 million then, and then it's crazy.
And what's so crazy about it, me and him, we got in a dispute about him doing the second segment.
Right.
Because I was telling him to keep it street. Because I know them computer geeks is on a whole nother level.
Right.
Feel me?
Wow.
I seen how Smack had did it. So I just was like, yo, Smack DVD him, because that's what's hot right now.
Yeah. See, that's what our mind was.
As soon as he did it, in the first day it went up to 100,000. So then the next day I woke up, we was down here, matter of fact.
Right.
At the chick's house, and look, it was 296,000. I said, bro, we gotta do another one.
Yes.
We gotta do another one.
This
time, when you put the part 2 out, we gonna have it on DVD. Feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't never transitioned to that, because bro thought that them people was gonna help him, and they was stealing from him.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot we ain't know. You know that the dudes in the suits and the geeks, they the gangsters in this game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, the editors and all them dudes, them dudes that rob you if you don't know what you're doing in this.
I was just mad because I felt like we had started this with just a regular camera, and nobody don't know the behind the scenes. He didn't want to do it.
Right.
That's how loyal he was to Jay.
Right.
Because men supposed to, they keep things done in the street. It's mostly all the serious stuff is done behind the scenes.
Right.
So him going on the screen, putting that open, issues on the screen, he didn't want to do. But I'm like, yo, this is the only way they're going to find out that this dude ain't who he say he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you need the paper.
And this is what I'm saying. The internet gave us leverage. I don't know. I tell most people the industry, the internet must be the industry's karma. It gave us a voice. Otherwise, niggas was on the stage, be on their records and radio station could say anything they want, and you just like, like how much? Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
You gotta sit back and take that bull crap.
Yes, and then you see people changing their narratives of people's lives and stories and these in real life right now. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Biggie movie, you look at any of these, it's somebody that's gonna be like, yo, wait a minute, it ain't go down like that. Little Kim going, nah, it ain't go like that, or she's like, it ain't go like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody ain't involved, it's something ain't right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they're gonna change the narrative. So and I see how how they was trying to do me. So I'm like that's gonna be a goal for me to tell my story and this and that and the third. But yeah, we was down here with the YouTube and all of that dirt, man.
But like he was saying, you was trying to be loyal to Jay. So when me and you first met, I don't know who brought you to our video shoot. I was shooting my artist, Miss Tish, at the time.
Right.
And you started telling me the story, and I'm like, you was like, well, yeah, I heard that you are Damon Dash, and y'all tight.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable uncomfortable position when real niggas, I rock with you.
Right.
But I got a certain issue with your man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's never been not an issue where, I'm gunning for that nigga. When I see him, guns ablaze.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it ain't that serious. I'm angry. I'm disappointed in him.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But I still got this. Me and you, I got a mutual respect for you. But it's still an uncomfortable situation.
Right. But see, at the time, I didn't even really know the situation.
Right.
Because you didn't break it down. You didn't get too much in depth with that as far as with the show was concerned. When you and Dame got into it, whatever. And that's my brother, love him to death, man, to death.
Yeah, as you should.
He gonna be on a nigga about that paper. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the story about what happened. But as you was telling me, you was like, yo, so you cool with Dame? Yo, can you get a message to send up there, to send my number? I'm like, bruh, I don't know, man. I don't really want to be involved. And then he was like, nah, I don't want no drama. I don't want nothing. It ain't even about none of that. So you remember I said, I called them, I said the number. And they said, nah.
Yeah,
they said to tell you no. You was like, oh, word? All right, cool. That's it now. I tried to say I'm going to do it the right way. And then after that, I ain't see you for a while. And then I just started seeing you on everything. Everything moving.
Man, but yeah, man, that's crazy that all of this brought us together finally.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's a fact.
And yo, bro, you've been in the NC for quite a while. Like it's like I be trying to explain to establish a New York people for us to be from New York and come into certain areas and establish a credibility and people mess with you and respect you here. Like, it ain't that easy.
Nah, it's not easy at all.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you pick, and you in Durham, bro. Like, you understand
crazy,
what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
I don't know if people are aware of Durham like that, but you know, Bull City.
A lot of people aware of Durham.
They're aware. You right?
They're aware of Durham because they'll tell you. You go down there, don't go to Durham.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
In the mix though, don't be hanging out around Durham.
I fought hard to be accepted in Durham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and once they embrace you and you set in, it's all love.
One thing I always tell my New York dudes: don't come down here thinking that it's sweet. It's not sweet. Them niggas bust their guns. They about their business. It's nothing to play with.
And we ain't just talking about right now. It's always.
It's been, it was. I don't know if it might have been worse back then, but maybe a little worse now because the young boys is acting up a little more. Yeah. But it was wild back then. But only thing I always did was be myself and treat them how I want to be treated.
Exactly, yeah.
And never act funny with them. I got with a few good ones. My bro Lil Head, they call him Richie Rich, Hamp. God bless the dead, my boy Cobb. I got with a few good men that had a nice
you was
here.
You was there. You was in Durham when Biggie and them was down here.
No, I wasn't here when Biggie came through. I was here when Littles used to come through here.
Okay, you're right.
So I was here around that time.
Yeah.
And I just was creeping in then. So, you know, but I showed a lot of love, man, and that's how you get love back. And after that, I was accepted. You know, I'm known as, I'm from Durham, too. Yeah. I'm from Durham and Harlem. That's what I'm
exactly. I call second homes. Everything is a second home to me.
That's a fact.
If I got love, because I got the same respect everywhere.
Facts. Everywhere I go. Everywhere.
And I say to myself, yo, I never got in none of these towns and took nothing over.
Right.
I was accepted. What I call myself, I'm in New York. I represent New York.
Right. That's a fact.
That's what I do. I represent where I'm from. I represent New York. I'm from Brooklyn. So when I leave here, and the next load come in, niggas be like, nah, them niggas, DeHaven and them was about, they was for real.
For real,
They spread love, his business, everything. We made money. Them dudes he's about his business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never have no violent trail behind me with none of that stuff. And I said,
no doubt.
And how long, I got 30 years, 25 years of being in North Carolina. People like, well, where you been?
I came to Durham in 97. I came to Durham in like 97.
You came in 97. I hit North Carolina.
That was your first stop? I got here in 97, because I had my back Benz then. It was a CL 500, and it was a 98, but I had it a year ahead of its time. So I came here around that time, and with them halogen lights, the first car, first nigga with halogen lights.
So you said 95, 98.
98, yeah, but I was in North Carolina in 95, left from Maryland. I was in Jessup, did my time at Jessup, went down to with my mom's, left my mom's and moved to Charlotte, Albemarle, left from Albemarle, Chapel Hill, and I started hanging in Durham and seeing dudes I know from New York there, and I'm like, yo, wow. So I had to, I started doing parties in Durham, and I started meeting new people, and I started meeting.
Yeah, because when I got in Durham, you was already known. You was already known.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of parties, and I was rapping at the time. I used to bring Big L, God bless the dead, here, bought McGruff here. I had May's sister with me as Twin Stace. She used to be here with me, so I was making a lot of noise around here. But like we said, you show love, you get good results. That's all I know, and I did that everywhere I go, like you said as well. You know what I'm saying?
So when people they ask me, man, like, well, how you got here? You just landed, like you said, you just came. You right in Durham. That's a tough. I work my way up through the ranks all the way to Durham and shit. And I be like, yo, nah, I came from. Don't get it messed up. I put in work here.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? From Little Washington, Greenville, Rocky Mount, Tarboro, Goldsboro, Kinston, Wide Awake, Wilson. Like, no, I'm not mentioning no town that I wasn't getting money out of.
Right.
Facts. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
And anybody that's listening to these areas, you know what I'm saying, they know. If ask your uncles if you're too young that I was there.
No doubt.
And know what I'm saying?
My stomping grounds. Little Washington. Greenville, my boy Chill and all them.
Right. So,
all them over there.
I come up through them ranks. And then from there, Chapel Hill. When I stayed in Chapel Hill, it used to be a group of guys that come to Chapel Hill on Sundays to play basketball.
Oh yeah,
that's how I got in Durham.
Or at the park.
at this rec center. A bunch of guys used to come from Durham to the rec center in Chapel Hill. I had a condo in Chapel Hill.
Word, okay.
So I used to go to play ball. Every weekend I'm gonna get ready to get in a fight.
Word.
And I used to be like, yo, homie, you play this nigga by himself? Yeah. And they used to be like, and they just took a liking to me because I wasn't going for no shorts. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And these was young niggas and shit. Right. I used to be like, yo, big homie, you ain't. I'm like, yo, we gonna fight. It's just me.
Yeah, no doubt.
And man, them niggas accepted me, bro. And it was wonderful. From there, they opened up the spot downtown, the Y. Once they opened up the Y downtown Durham, I was official then.
Wow, that's crazy.
I wound up playing. I was playing ball at Lakewood. I was running with Rodney Rogers. I was running ball with him. T-Top and them. Yeah, I was running, played ball with Stackhouse. I played at St. Olds. Yeah. I've done all this. I've been here for a minute, bro.
That's deep.
I known Brian Dawson since he was giving out flyers in Chapel Hill. They have no club.
Yeah, you know none at all. He was working doing his video on the cable show.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm familiar with it. All the guys that was in the street, I'm familiar. They never knew I was getting money, though.
I love Chapel Hill, though. I had a little club I was working out of with this black guy. It was called a Hideaway out there, man. Cheese line. Inside the little bank, and I was killing them every weekend.
Yeah, you're right. It was, yeah.
Hideaway. My brother Bass, he from out there. He's well known out there, and he plugged me with that spot. But yeah, Chapel Hill, boy. Some fun times.
Yeah, man. I mean, and it's been good all the way around, man. I've been here ever since, and I call it a second home now, you know, just like everybody else. And then Charlotte, just from CIAAs to bike weeks and all of that shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm accepted here. And it's love, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's love.
Right, where I'm going, I'm right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really show me something big for me to go ahead and
right, and even to see some of the artists come up.
Yeah.
Petey Pablo.
Yeah.
Ike and Shice. I know all those guys. I know D.Y. Nasty. I know all these guys. I watched all these guys, even B. Rose with his clubs. I watched them when they was in college, when they was going to school in college. These niggas there. Yeah, he was rapping. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I just told that story on one of my episodes. How B. Rose and them used to come down. Brolic used to come holler at me in my office, in my studio. I had it all in one in Durham.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was an artist then at the time, but I was making a lot of noise.
Right.
So Rose and them wanted to be a part of what I was doing, but I had to keep it real with them. As artists, I've got to focus on what I'm doing. Right. I wouldn't do y'all like that. Another person trying to hold y'all up. They went and made their own noise, and Brolic and them got with Ludacris, him and Small World.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
And then Rose slacked away from rapping and started doing parties.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting his own clubs, and he's successful, man.
Yo, so yeah.
DY got his own radio station. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm proud of a lot of yo, man. Like, you know what? You know what's crazy though? To get all that love from out here, and it's not as much strong at home on the home front. You know, like, you know, a lot of
that's deep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like at home, it's your people fuck with you.
Yeah,
they fuck with you.
Yeah,
but out here, they got love for you. It's a different kind of love. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like, I think about that all the time. They be like, yo, why you be out of town so much? Because I feel comfortable. It's a different kind of love. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't show love where they from, man, or get love where they from. When you are somebody that's kind of on the rise, or even already
trying to get somewhere,
people.
It's that stigma like, that you have to go out of town to get on to come back to get to do this. You know,
normally that be the case, man. Like I heard, Puff broke. Craig Mack had to take it to Cali, for him music wise. Had to go to Cali. Who else? A few people they broke records out of their
element, out of their town. Yeah, man. Sunshine Anderson, right? She went to school here, or she from here?
She went to Central, but she live in Charlotte. But she's still doing her thing, though. I think my homeboy, Mike City wrote that single for her, but she
right. I remember him. He was a hot producer. Mike City, right?
He used to come to my studio all the time.
Yeah, so Carolina has been good, man. Raleigh, Durham, this triangle is.
What up with your artists that you was calling and telling me about? That you said you was starting to work with or something. You ain't never finished with them?
Nah, you know, the music is, to me, it ain't like that movie money.
Oh nah.
You know what I'm saying? Not. And then I don't know
money while you sleep.
I don't. I know that. I've been looking at.
Yeah,
you're right.
I gave you a couple of dollars the other day. Last when I first watched it.
Yo,
click.
It's almost like it's a headache. The music is a headache. Like I kind of like leave my man in charge of a lot of music because that's his lane.
Right.
Like I really don't do the music because it's a lot to go into
headache.
it.
That's why I don't deal with artists no more. You know, it's like as far as how I used to. Now I'm gonna take a different approach. If I do deal with an artist and mess with an artist, but I done wasted so much. I probably got $1 million and some change.
That's what I was saying. It's
literally.
If you
$1 million
got
and some change into me trying to build myself and how it accumulated to a lot because I spent a lot of money learning the game.
You did.
I didn't know the game.
Hey, yo, that's what somebody just asked me.
Yo,
how much it cost to make your film? I said, damn. It cost me about $150,000 to find out it only cost me a little under $10,000.
Fact.
That's a fact. Don't that sound crazy?
Yeah, that's a fact. All this technology now, what used to be so much is
it
no
cost you
$150,000
to figure out that it costed only a little under $10,000.
When we did the Music Moguls, and Dame had a scene with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg was telling him, he paid $100,000 for his movie, which is $100,000 worth of quality of it. And Dame was like, damn, I spent $1 million on my joint. On her up. And he was like, well, I wish I would have known that back then. But he knows the game now.
Yeah, you got to pay for what you know.
Damon Dash didn't know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Back then. So.
Yeah, so I don't know the music, and it got to go alongside with my project. So at some point I'll take a bigger interest into it.
Right. You might as well, man. And another thing, speaking of Dame, he always told me, this was recently, when the last artist I worked with and I put a lot of money to it, he was like, bro, he said, man, your name is heavy out here. Do work, invest in yourself.
Bet on yourself.
Better, yeah. And it's been working ever since, man.
Yeah.
And now it led up to always me doing this right here, and it's starting to turn out phenomenal. So it's like how I'm gonna lose, and I'm opening up other doors for my other people, which is gonna help me. And now I got other lanes with the Tubies, the Peacocks. I got all that locked down now. So what you was just saying make a lot of sense. I might as well go ahead and jump back into doing these movies.
That's right.
Even though I'm gonna still be doing movies with him, but I'm gonna do my own movies as well.
Yo, bro, we walking scripts of our lives.
That's
man.
a
You
fact.
Understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there watching BMF going, man, hold up. Wait a minute.
We was BMFing before that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
There's only
they
two
took it to the next level.
There's only two people could tell you this story.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
it's
fact.
me or him.
Fact.
You understand?
Fact.
And he want to do it. I think they waiting for something to happen to me first so they can change the whole story the way they want it.
Wow.
But at the same time, bro, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he left this for me. It would have been great though. Shoot, Netflix would give us $100 million. You know, if he go in there and say, yo, I want to do it I'll do a story about life, and then he's still headed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, take 40 of that.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I know he could get $100 million deal for it.
What?
You know what I'm
Easy.
saying?
What?
So,
Him?
yeah.
Be more than 100.
So unless you leaving it to me, that's fine.
They gave the producers for Kanye joint $20 million.
$20 million for the tapes, right?
Yeah, like they blessed him. $20 million.
And it was crazy. I got a whole rack of 8mm tapes of anger.
Right.
During the YouTube era of me trying to get Marcy made off the ground.
Right.
It wasn't going to happen until I changed my whole perspective about forgiveness.
Right.
But see, all of that is the anger part. I'm looking at that going, damn, so how I was really that mad? That's why people was looking at that like, damn. And then when I met people, they was like, well, why you don't seem like the same dude on that YouTube, bro?
Right. I ain't.
Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I always was, but yo, you know, everybody got a breaking point. Everybody got a right to be angry the way they want to be angry at some point. You know what I'm saying? I say pressure busts pipes. How much you think you going? How much you think a person gonna take, bro?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And now that we're on that subject, I wanted to talk about loyalty, right?
Right.
In the internet and what's going on. You see this? Like, who could you be loyal to? I could sit here and have an intimate, deep conversation with you, and 2 weeks later, I do an interview with somebody you don't like, and now you airing out my shit. Like, man, that nigga.
Yeah,
where's the loyalty at?
Yeah, I don't agree to that. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm watching. I get twitches from people that I've done interviews with, and they look at, and now, you know, we not really talking no more because I've done an interview with somebody that you don't agree with.
Right.
But my
so
story
never. But
my story never changed.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
they gonna stop your money from doing an interview and because they mad with somebody. So you gonna put the money in my pocket then? You gave me the money they was gonna pay me, I won't do it.
So I get mad. So is it at a point now when people get mad at you, they release your secrets that you and this person like this is what this lean into?
See, they don't got no more real nigga cards out here, man. A lot of niggas real nigga cards is just felonious. They wasn't real anyway, because I'm not mad. Like, for instance, it's people I don't speak to, but my other people still speaks with them and even go hang with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't want y'all to be in the middle of what me and this person got going on. I'm not going to be mad at you. I trust you. Yeah.
I trust you not to be in a conversation about me with him.
Facts.
I just went through that today.
You understand what I'm saying?
I got two friends.
That's all I'm doing. I'm trusting you. Because I know, I don't mess with him.
Right. Fact.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that's your man, this and that and the third. But I trust you to be over there. And if he start going, well, DeHaven, this and that, I'm the type of person to be like, yo, bro, listen, like, you know.
Right.
You know I mess with him. Like,
right.
You know.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into that.
Let's stick to what we stick to.
Now, I got some friends that do that. Like last week, I was talking to different ones, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they was like, well, I could tell it to you because you family. But as far as they start getting overboard with the conversation, I'm like, well, bro, I don't really want to get into that. I want y'all to work it out. I'm going to be the advisor with that. But I ain't going to go back and say what he said. I ain't going to go back and say what he said. I ain't going to go back and say what she said. I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm leaving that alone because it'll end up turning out that everybody turn on me.
Exactly. And listen to me. Some things I don't even respect. Like, you ain't got no beef with him.
Right. Facts.
You don't like him because of what?
Right.
That's not beef, man.
Right.
Beef is you got a camera on your door making sure he ain't coming through here.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's just something you don't agree with.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you can't be mad if I deal with him. Now you don't have beef with him.
Right.
Because he knocked your baby moms off and he knew you?
Yeah. Right.
Come on, man. That's not beef. You get
that's internet propaganda.
Yeah, son. Like, that's feeling.
Where they get that from? That's
feelings. That's why you got these girls out here now today telling guys, you in your feelings?
Yeah.
You got women that tell guys that now. You in your feelings?
Yeah.
I said, no doubt. Man, the world changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ruling. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes here, these guys.
The women is ruling.
They ruling. You know what I'm saying? I try to explain to a lot of guys that come home from on the street now. I said, yo, let me tell you about this game now. The niggas are the new chicks, and the chicks are the niggas. I'm telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Mm-hmm. These niggas are the ones that's fascinated with your wardrobe and who you fucking and this and that. They fascinated like this. You know what I'm saying? But these chicks about their buddy. They about that money.
They getting their bread.
If you want to get some money, you need to be around some chicks. You understand? Be around. I prefer unless I got a group of guys that's really focused, I'll have 10 chicks running the company.
Our motto is invest in women. You understand? That's what our motto is, invest in women.
Yeah.
Invest in women, man. You get better results.
Yeah, because you know what? They got so many, they tired of depending on niggas that's faking.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You understand? If they ain't got to depend on a nigga, they going. They gonna do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. And they exposing just how many niggas is fake. And
right.
A lot.
Right, yeah. It's some.
I'm glad that Troy have situation happened.
See, he following. He on it.
Why?
He on it.
You know why I'm glad? Because it's whether they want to, start, a campaign on what happened and who was wrong and who was right. It all proves one thing, because it's one thing that he did that he can't get around. You snitched.
Yeah.
You told.
Yeah.
You was on the state side as a state witness. You can say whatever you want as far as, oh, I was going to work and all this, but if you go back in his history, because they got it all on YouTube, you was bullying somebody that wasn't bothering you, Trinidad James. And that's why Tax Stone called you out. But he picks his because he's more famous than Taxstone, and Taxstone is in jail.
Right.
And he's been able to come out and make these interviews and tell his side of his narrative.
Right. That
everybody picks his side and said, oh, well, Troy Ave shouldn't have did this. Or, you know what I mean? He's not wrong for what he's doing because the guy tried to kill him and killed his body, but that's not the moral of the story.
Right.
Feel me?
I feel you.
You went to that party deliberately to make an example because you thought he was like Trinidad James.
Right.
Because there's other dudes that said you wasn't built like that. But you never said nothing to.
Oh, wow.
So you picked him out of the bunch.
Right.
Because he was the loudest and he was getting the more views off of it.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm going to go to the club and I'm going to let him know. So you supposed to be going to get money, but you chose to go beef.
Right.
Feel me?
Facts.
Like you said.
Yeah.
He was wrong.
That's
the dude said, I'm not letting you come near me with 6 dudes because I hear that's what y'all do.
Right.
If you come with me with that, this is what's going to happen.
Right.
So he wanted to call his bluff.
Right.
And got his man killed in the process.
By calling
so did you really love your man like you say you did?
Right.
No, you didn't because you put him in a situation too. Now you got to explain to his family.
That's why the family is upset.
Why his family's upset. So you feel like, oh, I'm going up here because he tried to take my life, but then they open up your can of worms when you got on the stand that you took this deal with the state to testify against this man so you could get a year in jail.
15 years.
So don't try to make it about you felt like you don't care how this man end up and he tried to kill you. This ain't got nothing to do with the situation no more. You just trying to get out of trouble.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's all.
Knowing you got to do 3 mandatory.
Right. Wow.
And they coming to you with 1 year? Come on, bro.
And see, choke, no joke. I was watching him, and he was saying that. He said he would have told too. He said because he said Troy Ave was charged with his friend murder. He said so now. I'm gonna take the charge from my friend being killed and facing to get up to 15 years. I'm doing that, and the guy was trolling me, bothering me. What else he was saying? Y'all got to see the interview. And he was saying he would have did the same thing. He would have told because his man got killed and he wasn't going to take no charge.
This is why we say stay on the side of the right side of the law.
That's the bottom line.
Because this snitching stuff is way out of line now.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, like this is 2 people, right? 1 out of 2 people is a snitch now in my eyes. Mm-hmm. So the odds is so far against you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You understand? It's not even worth it. Then they got different codes and ethics of snitching. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they done made up. They
don't made up a different word of like what it. Well, they talking about snitches and civilians, and so this one is a civilian.
Yeah, a civilian. Yeah.
You know, what makes you a civilian?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm a civilian.
Because you ain't hustling.
When I look at my check every weekend and see my taxes, and I'm a civilian. You get what I'm saying? But they're not going to respect me for telling. Nobody. You understand?
Because you used to be a street dude.
Oh, yeah. You understand?
Explain that to somebody that made a comment about that.
They not going to respect me as a civilian.
Right.
That's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everybody got a justification for it.
Yeah. They saying, so the Terrence Williams dude along with T.I., he said he snitched on people that was dead. So some people were saying he tricked the system and got out of it. Right. He ain't put nobody in jail. And they saying that when you are snitches, when you put somebody, you do a crime with a person, you put somebody in jail to get yourself out of jail. That's what snitching is. But if he told on some dead people and he ain't put nobody in jail, he shouldn't be considered a snitch. But all the other people saying it doesn't matter. Bro, he's still told and he's still a snitch.
The problem is people is so much going. There's so many of them now. They running away with the thing is, well, he ain't telling on me.
Right. Yeah.
They comfortable with that.
Yeah.
He ain't telling. You know he won.
Right.
He ain't comfortable with that.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. He ain't telling on me. But the rule is, you can't be with them, around them, and usually it's a real rule because they have a place for them.
That's a fact.
Called witness protection.
That's a fact.
which is empty now because nobody goes there. They all come back home.
Yeah, because they ain't got nothing to worry about.
You know what I'm saying? And they making me pay high ass rent in New York when they give us them. The witness protection don't want them. Yeah. Give us those properties. But I'm just saying though, it's like picking and choosing on who's a rat, who's a snitch, who's that. It's too much mind. It's so much other stuff that that you need to be worried about now. Just leave the game alone.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know why? Because it ain't righteous from the door.
Yeah, it's just leave the game alone. I can't.
You know, it's hard.
Is it cool for you if you facing 25 years? Now, I'm dead up there. This is one of us, man to man. If you facing 25 years and a snitch that got connections within his department that he worked for, a snitch. If he can help you, would you take that help? Without you snitching though. Would you deal with a snitch? That's someone that
help me beat my case?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
That's okay. So it's okay then.
For me to beat my case,
yeah. You saying I ain't telling nobody, I'm just this snitch can help me out.
Yeah, whatever he did, I don't care nothing about none of that part. I'm not telling on nobody because if I do a crime, I know what I did. Right. That's why I stopped selling drugs because I know when I get caught, I'm not telling. That's in my blood.
Can you ever be cool with one? Can you ever
Never. Nah, I can't be cool with you. I can do business from afar. That's it. I can do business, but I'm not being cool with a dude that snitch. It's like a rapist. I'm not. If a snitch, and I know he snitch got niggas locked up. It'll feel like a rapist standing next to me and I'm hanging with him. Can one walk by me and speak? Yeah, what up? I can speak, and I'm gonna be cordial to everybody at all times. But ain't no calling me, ain't no hanging out, it's nothing to talk about.
It's nothing to talk about.
But if a nigga gonna help me do something as far as business is concerned, then I'll put some money in your pocket to help me with your connections to get me up out of this case.
Right. Not worried about Boosie's dealing with a snitch. You know that, right?
Oh well.
We ain't. What we doing was not breaking law.
I'm not breaking no law. I'm paying somebody. You know what I mean, motherfuckers? I probably put money in McDonald's. That's probably came on from being a snitch. And the local grocery store, that probably was a snitch. But that I'm putting money in their pocket. What, I'm not gonna get what I need, because somebody's a snitch? No, especially if it's gonna help me get out of jail. Yeah, crazy as hell. I
asked you that because I seen how Desiree Perez helped Meek Mills out. You get what I'm saying? And I always have this stigma like, well, is it okay for you to look for?
She helped him to get out of jail.
Yeah, help him with his case. Yeah, to get out of jail, to stay out of jail.
Like he praises and he raps about F-rats.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the
boomerang. Right. This what, like, it's crazy about our era. That's how I feel, because it only goes on with the African American people. With
facts.
You'll never see these issues with the other race.
Our culture don't stay together.
And they got many rats. You know what I mean? But we would never find out because they don't never say nothing.
Right.
Feel me? Especially when it comes to the dollar.
Right. Facts.
But with us, it's different because it's all about the perception.
Right. Facts.
So you can, like your show, all positive, but it's about real people doing real things.
Right.
From the past.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe even to the future.
No doubt.
But people look at you as you still a street dude.
Right.
They're not respecting you as a journalist.
Nah, that's
feel me? They're not respecting your work. Feel me? So when you get in those situations where the snitching come up, it's like, how you gonna do that? But you keep promoting. Feel me? I've seen several segments where you talked about, he's a rat, this, that, and the third. But then you sitting beside a rat. Well, I heard you doing business with a rat.
Right. Fact.
Feel me? So then it starts to attack your moral character. They ain't looking at your show.
Right.
Or looking at why you had him on. They just looking at now. Oh man, forget what he just did.
Yeah.
I want to know why he had that snitch on his on his platform.
Right.
Feel me?
It was a big blow up
with Unique.
With Unique.
Yeah,
with Alpo.
Interview Alpo.
It was a big blow up.
Why is you interviewing that big rat? They went crazy in his comments.
Yeah, but still,
they didn't understand the perspective of what he was doing when he did it. The perspective of what he was doing was showing, I'm not a rat. he's a rat, and he's gonna tell you that he's a rat on this camera, but we letting you know that this is not the way to go. That's what he was trying to push the narrative of showing the youth. I got a real live popular rat here. Y'all don't want to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he was trying to paint and get across. But the uproar was so crazy. It was so crazy. It overpowered the positive message he was trying to put out.
It did. It did. Nobody wanted to see him. You know that effect that Alpo has, right?
Yeah. Pat Porter was mad at him too. Sis was mad at him, but
that Alpo stigma, bro. That shit for New Yorkers. You say you was in Jessup.
Yeah, I was in Jessup.
That shit, DC niggas to New York niggas, I always got this, but they be like, yo, DC niggas will study you first, and then be like, yo, you cool, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't like that Alpo nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like they all, it's the something about they all. Alpo left a dirty ass fucking stain for us in there.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I just was in DC with Unique McGaudio with Antoine White, just came from the feds. He's like one of the legendary big dogs from DC, man. And all the big dogs came to his party. He had a party, everything was free, but popping bottles was looking like you buying 20 bottles, they buying 20 bottles, or every booth that was getting bottles, everything was on him, right? So I met a bunch of legendary Kurt Bone. He got a Kurt Bone, good dude. We went and hung out with him. I did his podcast. Man, we got so much love in there, man. I'm wondering how Unique know all these DC guys. Like, even before he did his bid, he was with them, man. They was waiting to meet me because they seen the interview on what I did on the lab with them. And they was like, yo, man, we was waiting to see you, Young. You know how they talk, Young. Man, I got so much love that night. Oh, yeah, my producer was with me. My manager was with me. Man, I love it. Boy, I can't wait to go back to DC.
Like,
what?
I love DC.
What?
Yeah. DC and Baltimore, man, that's my
and
first
they on
stop.
the same thing we on. Antoine White, he was saying, yo, man, we balled out here, but we're gonna take this everywhere. All of us brothers need to unite. You gotta meet them. Got to, man. We're gonna do something big out there.
Conference.
Yes, man. Yes, a big conference.
A big conference.
To these kids and all that. That's a fact. Everything what you just talked about, that's what they talking about right now.
Yeah, that's dope, man. But yo, bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
No, I ain't gonna hold you,
this
bro. I know you gotta move.
Pleasure,
Nah, honor and the pleasure is mine. And like I said, I got to get the new DeHaven, the fresh, going to the top DeHaven, and you know we're gonna make some moves together, bro.
Definitely, bro. I
appreciate you, man.
So shout out to you. Shout out, yo. Don't forget Marcy Made on Tubi and Amazon.
Facts.
Check that out, man. I'm also looking, I know you got connections. I'm also looking for young actors, man. I'm looking for young actors.
They all around. We're going to do a big casting call. You just let me know.
Oh,
We're going to give them, every time I throw
15,
a casting
16,
call up
17,
I'm
looking for that agent.
Yeah, they coming. Don't even worry about that. I got you, bro. Got you on that.
Man. But cool, man. I appreciate you and
yes, sir.
Your whole team.
Y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, Street Knowledge. Got one of the Brooklyn legends. DeHaven came to holler at your boy. Take us out, Jack.